see, guys, there's always a better way than fighting. When I was in the Green Dimension with Goldar, and I had to save the green candle to save Tommy's powers, and then it came down to a really hard decision for me. I was in the process of trying to get the candle, and fighting Goldar. Zack came in and he told me, he said, listen, they're both very important to me, and I wouldn't want to lose either. But, you know, 5 lives, it takes precedence. So I did what I had to do. I left, and I went with the Rangers and did what I could. We'll have to go back. Actually, I like sushi. Sushi is good food, and it's good for you. It's fish, a lot of protein, carbs. But at the same time, I have my junk problems. You know, I love to go and have a big bowl of ice cream. You know, not as big as Zack would eat, but a big bowl of ice cream. And I love cheeseburgers and fries and milkshakes, but you can't do that very often because then you get big and fat, and it's not a good thing. I like rock, but I like hip-hop a lot, too. I get that from hanging around with Zack too much. Hip-hop, he's been teaching me a few dance moves, and we put on some good hip-hop music, and we throw down. We have a good time. And then every so often, somebody will walk by the garage and see us, and we kind of feel like fools, but it's fun. It's like another family. It's like you have your mom and your dad and your little brother that you take care of, and then you have your best friends. It's Morphin.
Among the group, I'm the fun, kind of bouncy fella, the one that's kind of popular and kind of crazy, you know, the fun-loving kind of guy, spontaneous, jokester, that whole, you know, gamut. Also, like one of the buds. I'm a bud with everybody. I'm like one of the guys everybody gets along with, and I'll always have an ear for you if you need it, you know, that kind of guy. Oh, I combine dancing and martial arts. I figure it's the best way to have fun and defend yourself at the same time. Hip-hop keto, it's the hip way to be. Yeah, I should have known Rita was up to something. My favorite ice cream? I like cookies and cream. Cookies and cream, yeah. I'll read you, what's up? I'm on the job. Man, this Tamir Monster's gonna pay. This is just too weird for me. I tell you what, it's been real, but I gotta go. I remember you being an expert in this field, folk. It involves self-discipline, control, knowledge. Okay. Look, man, don't let Biff psych you out just because he's bigger than you. I think I'll go to college, and from there I'll discover, you know, I'll have more time to discover what exactly it is I want to do. I have a few ideas. Like, I think I might want to go into advertising. That seems like it might be kind of fun, because I can be creative and I can come up with jingles, and I think that's cool. I think that might be fun to do.
Since I was young, I started reading really early and started reading the newspaper with my dad, and then started going to school, and I got interested in science and the world and ecology and things like that, and I've always stayed on top of things and inventing. I think the most fearful for me was fighting Madame Woe. I had a girlfriend named Marge, and Madame Woe had kidnapped her and took her to another dimension, and so it was sort of up to me to save her.
Totally awesome?
I don't know, it was hard, it was scary, but I did it. It seems there's 2 Vulcan Skull that are always trying to figure out who the Power Rangers are, and thank goodness we know them as well as we do, and that, you know, we know that they're always on top of trying to find out who the Power Rangers are, so we're constantly keeping our eyes on them and somehow making sure that they don't find out our true identities. My friends like cheeseburgers, and I like pizza. I like a lot of junk food. I like fast food, french fries, hamburgers, things like that. When I was little, I was bit by a fish, and I've just always had horrible experiences with fish. So Rita sent down a fish monster, and I think it was the Goofish was his name, and he paralyzed all the other Power Rangers, so it was up to me to overcome my fear of fish and to push past that, and in the end defeat the Goofish. So that was very scary for me, just because of my fear of fish, but in the end I overcame my fear, and we won once again.
Okay, kids, the next thing for you guys to do to become a junior Power Ranger is, ready? Just to take a few minutes to learn a new skill, because by learning a new skill, you're learning discipline, and by learning discipline, you're becoming a better person. There's a lot of scary times, but the one event that I remember was facing the mantis, and having to fight alone because of the concept of having honor and, you know, just fighting alone, one-on-one, being fair. And on the other hand, the mantis being sent down by Rita, and he has no concept of what honor is and no concept of being fair is.
Now it's a fair fight, mantis!
It was scary, but thank God there's like my friends, Kimberly and Jason and Zack and Billy and Tommy. They're all there for me and supporting me and helping me fighting this monster. I like to eat. I eat a lot. No, I like ice cream. I love vanilla ice cream, and chili dog is my favorite. And in my spare time, I just collect stuffed animals, you know, going to different stores and see different kind of stuffed animals, see which one that appeals to me and pick that one out. Okay, I'll add that one to my collection over here. My favorite subject in school is history. But for right now, I'm not looking for one. The most exciting adventure was when Zordon teleported me to the command center. And just being a normal teenager and all of a sudden giving the responsibility to be a superhero, to be a Power Ranger. You know, how many kids out there can have that opportunity, have that privilege to give the special power and saving the world?
The second thing that you need to do to become a junior Power Ranger is just volunteer your time to help others. It's that simple.
Whenever I find myself really afraid of doing something, it usually makes me deep inside want to do it more. You know what I mean? If I'm afraid of gymnastics, you know, there's a lot of moves in gymnastics that are so scary. If it's done in a positive way, using that, you know, having that fear and just overcoming it is such a, you get such a rush from it, you know what I mean? Trini's my best friend. I mean, we hang out after school. I mean, I hang out with all of them, but she's like my girl best friend, you know. We talk about everything, my problems, you know, just, she's always there as a friend. And then Zack, I love Zack. He's just like fun, you know what I mean? If anything's boring, Zack walks in the room and boom, everybody's having fun, you know. He's just really a party guy. And then Billy's just great because he's so smart, and if I ever problems with my homework, whatever, I always go to Billy, and he always helps me out. And he's such a giving person; he always helps out. And then there's Tommy. He's like one of my best friends completely. I mean, we get along so well. We're really great friends, and yeah, he's cute. Anyway, there's Jason. And Jason's like a big brother, you know. I feel like safe and secure with Jason. Same with Tommy too. You know, there's so many things that I want to do. I want to go to college, and I was thinking about, you know, I want to be a school teacher because I love little kids. I love working with kids, but I also sort of want to own my own gym when I grow up, like a gymnastics, and be a coach. I want to do that, or I want to write. There's so many. I don't really know exactly what I want to do yet because there's so many things that I want to do, and whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to do it very well. I know that.
We practice a lot besides fighting evil and you know, going to school and things like that. I always find time to practice, but you know, I always do my homework first before I practice. Yeah, gotta do the schoolwork, then you practice. Just move after move, and what that does is it helps you with your balance, it helps you with your focus, and it just really helps you with your sharpness of your moves. You know, because this way you put it all together, which is cool. You know, it's called a kata. I get along with all the guys. You know, when I first came here, I was kind of lonely and kind of like a loner, but you know, they took me in, and they're cool. All the guys are cool. You know, Billy and you know, Zack and Jason, they're cool. Sometimes we get in disagreements when we're under spells, like you know, when the shark monster. You know, he was under a spell and I was under a spell, so we disliked each other at the time because we were under spells.
You should have thought of that before, fish face. Trying to break me and my partner up.
I love to help people, and it's great to fight evil. You know, it's great to fight evil and win. The good guys win. You know, so it's fun. Bad time when I lost my powers. You know, it was pretty tough. I mean, I like being a Power Ranger, and that was something that, you know, Rita took away from me. Thanks, guys. You know, there was a moment back there when I almost gave up. But then I realized, it's not just the cosmic power that gives me strength, but it's who and what I am inside that really empowers me. Man, I miss you guys when we went on school break.